Hi, my name is Seth K Bani, and in this video I'm going to show you how to design this particular evangelism flyer. So without further delay, let's just step into Photoshop. Let's start with the video. Alright, so now the first thing you are going to do is Ctrl N. Now this is going to create a new document for you, and the dimension that we are going to use, guys, make sure you set here to pixels and then just name it any name that you want. Let's say evangelism flyer, and then over here set it to 2000, and then the height set it to 2000 as well over here. Great. And then the resolution 72. Now this is not for printing, this is just for social media handles and all digital screens, so we are going to use RGB color scheme. All right, and then 8-bit over here. The background set it to white, and that is it. Click on create. The next thing we are going to do is to go to the view button over here on the menu, and then choose new guide layout, and then I want you to set here to 6, and then set the rows also to 6, and then I want you to set here the margins to 80 across, and then click on OK. Now we are done setting up our interface and our canvas for the design. We want to start also with the background. So with the background, make sure here is color white. Now if here is not color white, guys, it's still okay. I want you to go and pick this particular image, all right, and drag it into Photoshop. Now once you release it in Photoshop, I want you to resize it or rescale it like that. All right, and then drag it down. Make sure it hits the bottom of it, and drag this up a little bit as well. Okay, now I think this one looks quite better, but still I want us to drag it until it fills the entire canvas. All right, so let's do that until it hits the entire canvas. Zoom out a little bit, and then let's see. You want it to hit the entire canvas. Keep resizing it. You want it to hit the entire canvas. Let's drag it down a little bit more. I feel like this is okay, so let's hit enter. Now that we are done, I don't really like this side because you can see the wheat there is not really showing. Now the concept is that you want wheat is associated with evangelism or labor, especially in the Bible. All right, so we want the wheat to show. It's really important. Now what we are going to do is you're going to make sure this one replaces it. Okay, so drag it into Photoshop and then drag it here to the bottom here. This time the wheat really shows. Okay, so click on enter. Now give it a mask. Once you give it a mask, I want you to pick your brush, and then make sure the hardness is 0, the opacity and the flow is 100. Click here, change the color to color black, and click on your mask. Now you can begin painting on the canvas. Okay, you can resize the brush as well. Just paint on the canvas like that, and you can see it is really showing nicely. The wheat is showing, and that is the intention of that particular background picture. So congratulations, the wheat is showing, the background is showing. It's quite nice. It's even better than it was before. We want to give it a gradient overlay. Now this is going to boost all the colors up and make it very interesting. Okay, so let's go to gradient map over here, click on it, and then let's change it and give it our own colors. I want us to choose 8E2F00 and click on OK. Now at this side, double click it and then choose FF6000. all right, and then let's see. These colors are the colors we are going to choose, and click on OK. Great. Now I want you to set it to soft light over here. Let's see, and then let's see how it was at first, and let's see how it is at now. I think this is also quite better. And then create a new brush or a new layer over here. Pick your brush, increase the size a little bit, and then come here and pick color white, and then in the middle here I want you to hit white over here. Just hit it once over here. Now the reason why I am doing this is because we are going to put our text on it, and I want our text to really come out well. So we are going to hit here with color white, and then you can see this is how it was before, this is how it is now. That way we can put our text on it and it will stand out. Now let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it BG for background. Okay, so we are done with our background now. Now let's bring in our theme, and the theme you want to click on your text tool and type over here, and then you want to go and pick cell community outreach and then paste it there, and then open here and click over here and then click on black. Now this font is not really interesting. Okay, I love Montserrat a lot. Now if you've been watching my videos, you realize I really love Montserrat, but then for this particular font we want to use Adventure. Okay, now Adventure is a font that really looks animated and also looks very good for a theme, and so that's what I'm going to be using. I also want it to be middle aligned or centered, so I'm going to click on it like this, and then I feel like this alone is not really interesting, right? So let's go here to our character again, and then here is going to be regular. We want to just change a few details over here. I want you to click on your move tool. Let's move somewhere here. Okay, and then all right, so Adventure regular over here. Now the size of the font, we are going to use 152 and then enter. Okay, and then over here as well, the leading, we are going to use 160 for the leading as well. Guys, you can see it's quite better now, even better than before. Over here at the horizontal, this is a vertical scale, right? Let's give it 120, enter. All right, and then over here at the horizontal scale, we want to give it 104. Now this is the first time I am really working on this horizontal and vertical scale. Okay, but it's really necessary. We want it to look very interesting, and so we are really doing this. Okay, and then let's see, I think everything is like this. You can leave it any color you want now, because we are going to be giving the whole folder a color, and so it's not really a problem. Now I want you to right click it, okay, and convert it to a smart object. Great. Now I want you to Control H, Control T, and try and keep it in the middle of everything. Enter. Also you can Control and then even rescale it as well. Guys, you can rescale it as well. Something like this is not bad. It's not bad, right? It's not really bad, right? So let's drag it like this and then enter. Now I want us to warp it. All right, so Control T, and once you Control T it, I want you to right click it and then go for warp. Okay, now this is where it looks interesting. I want you to drag the middle here up. Great, not too much, just a little bit, and then drag the down here as well, the lower part as well, up a little bit. Okay, and you want to drag it to the left side as well, just a little bit, not too much, guys, not too much. Now I feel like this is quite better. Okay, it doesn't look too ordinary as it was at first, and so let's maintain it like this. And then now we can put it in a group, and then in this group, let's see, create a new layer. Guys, create a new layer, and then pick your text tool. Now I want you to type over here and type N, the letter N. Absolutely good. Now I want you to go to the font over here and choose Oracle. Now if you don't have Oracle, guys, I'm going to leave every font and every resource you need in designing this in the description, so you need not to worry at all. All right, so now Oracle script regular, we're not going to use that one. We are going to use Oracle swash. It's the swash that we are looking for, so click on the swash and then Control T to transform it. Click on it and drag it up. Nicely done. And then I want you to resize it. All right, resize it and then resize it and then resize it a little bit more and then resize it like that. Okay, and I believe something like this is interesting, right? But it's too this thing. Put it here, enter. Let's see, let's drag it somewhere here. Let's see. I think this is interesting, right? I think, yeah, this is good. Now guys, you can stick with this. This is not bad, right? This is not bad. Okay, you can even just push this side a little bit there, but then leave it like this. Let's see, you want to keep it in the middle as well, and I believe this is good. Now let's close it and then double click over here on the folder, and then let's give it this overlay effect or this gradient overlay effect. Okay, so go to the gradient here and then I want you to go here. Make sure here is, guys, here is normal. It's really interesting, but if you don't do it like that, you're really going to get everything wrong. Okay, so click here to normal, set it to normal over here. Your opacity, set it to 100 over here. Okay, now go here to the gradient, click on it, and then pull everything away. I mean, you can make sure everything is off, or better still, you can go to any of the basics, choose any of them. Make sure you have just these two faders or lines over here. Double click on one of them, and then once the color pops up for you, I want you to select 762608. Okay, now that's a brown colorish color. We like we like that colorish color. All right, now double click here and then choose FF6600 and then click on OK. And then OK over here as well. Now make sure reverse also and then align with layer is tick, guys. This is very important. And then click over here to reflect. I want you to choose radial or radial. Let's also leave here to -129, not 129, -129. Okay, that is also very important. The scale here, let's set it to lower, maybe to 40 something. Let's leave it at 47, and then let's see how it looks like. Alright, guys, you can see it's over here. We don't want it over here. Alright, so let's drag. We want it to be between E and M. That is where we want it to be. So drag it over here until it settles at E and M. Alright, and then that is it. Now you can even reduce it a little bit more to 20 something. Drag it between E and M. Let's increase it more, 30 something. Yes, E and M, and then click on OK. I love what I'm seeing now. Now let's close it. Okay, now this one, let's call it Cell Evangelism. All right, and then enter. We're done with our evangelism. Now let's bring in our other details, the date, the time, whatever needs to be placed there. So let's pick this one, all our love fellowships, and paste it there. Okay, and then the font here, we are going to use Montserrat this time. Okay, Montserrat. Let's pick any of the Montserrat over here, and then let's use Montserrat regular. The font size, we want to use 7:4 for it, and then over here the track, we want to set it to 0. Now here is also 120. The horizontal scale here is 104, guys, remember. And then here is color black, right? And then I want you to Control T it, right? Click on your move tool and then Control T. It's not Control T, and then click on it and then drag it in the middle here. Okay, enter. Drag it down a little bit. Let's zoom in because this is a detail we don't want to miss. All right, now we have it like this. I want us to work on a few edits as well. We want to select only love family unit because we want to stress on that, and then come here and then set it to bold. Nicely done. Great. Now duplicate it and send it down. Okay, now I also want you to come here and pick the date and double click it and paste it there. Absolutely good. Now I want you to double click it and pick here, all the way here, and then click here, and then I want you to pick this color here. Let's see, maybe come down a little bit. Great. And then I also want you to come here and pick bold. Nice. And then let's see, let's come here as well, click here, and then let's pick that color. Great. I think this is good so far. Now I want you to also come and pick your rectangular tool and create let's see, a thin rectangle like that, yes. Now make sure the stroke is off and then go to the fill, and then let's choose the black color. I want a total black color. Control T, and then let's move it to the middle over here. You can see it in the middle here. Enter it, and then we want to keep the exact distance between both. Now if you're watching my videos, you know how I always do it. I select those 3 elements or stuff here, and then I click on my move tool, and then I come here and I click over here. It places everything in the middle, and then I can put it in a group now and call it details. Great. And then I can even drag it down a bit. Okay, I can drag it down a bit. All right, so we are done with our details. Now let's also click on our new layer here and pick our brush, and then come here and choose a soft round brush. All right, change the color here to color white, and then I want you to make sure caps lock is off, reduce the size a little bit, and then I want you to hit here 1, and then I want you to just leave it there like that, very subtle, right? And then create a new one again. This time I want you to pick the color here. I want you to go here and pick a more lighter version of it, and then hit there as well. Then I want you to go and then let's experiment with what. Let's use linear dot. All right, and then let's click on it, and then let's Control T, and then let's magnify it a little bit. I feel like we should reduce the white. It makes our eyes hurt. All right, so the white maybe 143. Let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it glow. But here is the thing, I want to select them and then duplicate them again. Click on my move tool. This time I want to drag it here, and I want to reduce the entire opacity and then leave it somewhere here. Okay, reduce the scale or the size as well, drag it somewhere here. Okay, and I think this is all. Okay, so that's for the glue for us. We are done with the glue. Now we also want to bring in our logo. Okay, and then let's zoom out. All right, let's drag both the glue, the details, and the evangelism. Let's drag them all down. Great. All right, so we know the evangelism is centered. The details, Control T, let's make sure it is centered, also centered nicely. Everything is in place. Now the logo, we want to click on our text tool and type over here and go and pick the details. It's Perez Chapel International, and we're going to paste it over there. Click on our move tool and then move it somewhere here. Click over here, click here, and click on black. Now over here, now remember we are using Montserrat for this, and then let's use semi-bold for it as well. The font size, let's decrease it a little bit to 56, and then let's see the tracking here to 0, and then the vertical scale, let's set it to 110. Enter. Nice. And then over here the horizontal scale, let's set it to 100. Enter. Make sure everything is caps over here, guys. Remember we are using color black over here as well. All right, now let's zoom in, and then let's be somewhere here. It's not really a matter for now. Let's drag this one also into Photoshop. That's the logo icon, and then let's increase it a little bit, and then click on your move tool and move it there. Move it here. Awesome. Duplicate Perez Chapel, and then hold shift and then drag it down. Now I want you to come and pick Dodua branch. Double click it and paste it there. Great. Now we are still using Montserrat still, and then we are using let's use regular here. Great. Let's set the font size to 40, make it a little bit smaller. We want some contrast in there as well. Let's leave everything here the same, and then let's see color black. I think this is quite better. Now Control H, Control T, make sure it is middle aligned. Enter. Let's make sure Perez Chapel also is middle aligned as well. Enter. Let's drag the logo here there a little bit. Now let's go here, Control H to hide the lines. Let's go here and create a thin line. Right, just a thin line. Great. And then make sure the stroke is off, and then the fill, set it to black as well. Click on your move tool and move it there. All right. Now you want to select the logo here. You want to select Perez Chapel, and you also want to select the icon, and then click on your move tool, and you want to click here nicely to push it in the middle there nicely. All right, now let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it logo. But we are not done with the logo yet. We are still opening it. You want to push the branch closer. Great. And then now you want to pick this and then just draw something like that. Great. And then make sure your stroke is off, and then the fill, set it to color white, pure white. Enter. Now you also want to make sure it is underneath all of them. Interesting. And what else are we left to? I want you to click all of them, put them in a group. Okay, select this and select this. Hold Control, guys, and click over here, over this side. Click on it. Alright, now select this one. Now I want you to click on your move tool, click over here in the middle here, click over here in the middle here, centers everything nicely for you. Alright, close it. Now I also, let's open it, guys. This same one, duplicate it, double click the one underneath it, and then set it to color black. Alright, now I want you to click on Control T, then I want you to click over here, then I want you to put this side down, then I want you to put this side also down, and then enter. It's quite simple, right? Then click on it and then convert to smart object. Then now go to filter and go to blur, and then go to Gaussian blur. All right, now pull it here. I want you to just increase it a little bit. All right, so now we want to keep it around 2.9, and then click on OK. Close it, give it a mask, and then make sure you pick your brush. Caps lock is off, decrease the size, go here, choose a soft round brush, opacity and flow 100, set it to color black. Guys, click on the mask, and then let's just mask here like that. Decrease the size, really important. Mask here, we don't want the edge to show, also don't want the edge here to show, something like that. All right, something like that. And then we can even drag it in a little bit more, and then also click here and then click on our brush and then mask this side as well. And then let's put the whole folder, Control T, yes, Control H, and make sure it is middle aligned. Guys, now let's zoom out. Okay, let's zoom out, and then let's see. I feel like the logo is quite far. Let's bring the logo down a little bit to it. Let's move 1, 2, 3, 4, scooting the logo up more, and I think we are done, guys. So we are done with all the details that we need to do, but let's add final touch to it, and that is it. This is the kind of appealing effect that we add to our designs. Right click it and then choose flip horizontal, and then drag it somewhere here. Now you can drag this side down a little bit. Okay, and then also let me see what else can we add to it. I think everything is done. The next thing we can do is to maybe Control Alt Shift E to merge everything together. Right click it and convert it to a smart object. All right, once you convert it to a smart object, you can go here and choose soft light, and then just like that, it even boost it more up for you. Now guys, this is how you create something like this. If you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to share this video as well. Love you all, guys. See you in the next